Hey everyone, and welcome. We're diving into something that, we don't often think about, how our body's needs change over time, especially when it comes to our kidneys. We're going to really rethink what healthy means, because what works at 40, well, it might need a little tweak after 70. So let me ask you this. Are you absolutely sure the healthy eating rules you followed for years are still the right ones for you today? You might be surprised to learn that for one of our hardest working organs, the game has kind of changed. Okay, so to make this super simple, let's use an analogy. Picture your kidneys as this amazing high-tech water filtration system. For decades, it's just been a powerhouse, clearing out all the gunk. But after about 70, that filter naturally gets a little more delicate. It doesn't mean it's broken, not at all. It just means we need to switch from a heavy-duty cleaning mode to a more gentle, smarter maintenance schedule. Right, so keeping that filter idea in mind, we're going to look at 5 foods that we all think of as super healthy, but that can actually put some unexpected stress on this more mature system. Now, this isn't about scaring you, it's about giving you the power to make smarter choices to keep that filter running smoothly for a long, long time. First up on our list, spinach. I mean, it's the poster child for healthy food, right? We throw it in our salads, blend it into smoothies. It's a superstar. But what happens when this superfood meets our more delicate 70-plus kidney filter? So here's the deal. We all believe it's this vitamin-packed essential. And it is. But the reality for someone over 70 is that it's also really high in something called oxalates. When you eat too much, too often, these can form kidney stones. It's literally like pouring fine gravel into your water filter. Over time, that's just going to clog things up and cause some serious strain. So the key takeaway here isn't to ban spinach forever. No way. It's about moderation and variety. Instead of that giant spinach smoothie every single morning, maybe try rotating in some romaine lettuce or cabbage. You're basically just giving the filter a little break from processing all that heavy gravel. All right, let's talk about our second food, brown rice. For years, we've heard it's the good one, the healthier choice compared to white rice. But let's put that advice to the test against our kidney filter. This table really lays it all out. You see, brown rice is higher in certain minerals, especially phosphorus and even arsenic. Now, a young, super strong filter can muscle through that extra load, no problem. But for an aging filter, clearing out all that excess phosphorus becomes a much bigger job. It can even lead to mineral buildup that can affect your bones and your whole vascular system. So here's the wild part. For a lot of folks over 70, white rice, in moderation of course, can actually be the kinder, gentler choice for your body. The goal isn't just about getting more fiber anymore. It's about reducing the workload on your kidneys. Okay, next on the list, protein supplements. You see these everywhere, marketed to seniors as the secret to staying strong and keeping muscle. They seem like such an easy, healthy fix, don't they? And yes, protein is absolutely essential, but getting it in these super concentrated doses from bars and powders, well, that's like revving your filter's engine way into the red zone. It makes the kidneys work overtime. Plus, a lot of these products have hidden phosphorus and other additives that just add more gunk for your system to deal with. The much smarter path is to get your protein from actual food. A couple of eggs for breakfast, a beautiful piece of fish for dinner, maybe some lentils in a soup. It's so much gentler on your system, and the nutrients come in a much more balanced package. Now for number 4, canned soups and broths. They just feel so comforting and easy, right? A light meal. They're often labeled heart-healthy or low-fat, which makes us think they're a great choice. But the truth is, they are often total sodium bombs. And what does all that sodium do? It's like cranking up the water pressure in your filtration system to dangerously high levels. It spikes your blood pressure and forces your kidneys to work like crazy to get things back in balance, and that just wears them out over time. So the mission here is to become a label detective. Always, always check the sodium content. It's even better? Making a simple soup at home. That way you have total control over the salt, and you get a truly kidney-friendly meal. And that brings us to our final food, nuts and nut butters. We hear all the time about their healthy fats, and they're such a popular snack. It's really hard to imagine there could be a downside. This is a perfect example of how things change as we age. The fats in nuts are great, for sure. But nuts are also loaded with minerals like potassium and phosphorus. For that 70-plus filter that's already working a bit harder to clear things out, a big handful every day can create a kind of mineral traffic jam, just overloading the whole system. So the key here is all about the portion. Start thinking of nuts as a garnish, a few sprinkled on a salad or on some yogurt, instead of a main snack you eat by the handful. That way, you get all the good stuff without overwhelming the system. Okay, so we've looked at those 5 foods. What's the big picture here? It's really about shifting our mindset to a new maintenance plan for our body's filter. It is not about restriction. It's about being smarter and being gentler. So here's a super simple 4-step plan. Step 1, cook with fresh foods whenever you can. That way you control all those sneaky ingredients. 2, hydrate with good old-fashioned water. That helps your filter flush itself out. 3, just watch your portions to avoid those sudden overloads. And 4, this might be the most important. Listen to your body. It's pretty smart and it'll tell you what's working and what isn't. And you know what's so amazing? You don't have to wait months and months to feel a difference. A lot of people who make these small, gentle changes say they feel more energetic, less bloated in just 2 or 3 weeks. That is some powerful motivation right there. I love this quote because it just says it all. This isn't about taking things away from your diet. It's about making conscious, smarter choices that work with your body, supporting your organs so they can keep supporting you for a long, vibrant life. So, I'll leave you with this to think about. Based on everything we've just talked about, what is one small, gentle change you can try this week to give your body's amazing, lifelong filter a little extra care? Thanks so much for joining me.